Welcome back to the Action Rabbit introductory screencast series. We have previously just gone over the class filter shortcode, standalone class calendar shortcode, and the standalone class table shortcode. And in this introductory video, we're going to be going over shortcode for the class recommendation wizard. So go ahead, make sure you're logged into your WordPress dashboard, and then in the left-hand vertical navigation beneath Jackrabbit class, almost at the bottom, there's a menu option called shortcodes. Let's make sure we click shortcodes. We'll end up on this page with the tabs that we've seen in the previous few screencasts, and we're going to click number 4, class recommendation wizard. Just like the other shortcodes, the course shortcode is listed up here at the top. The shortcode that we're going to be configuring in real time is listed here, and in order to copy this, we click this copy button. So if you've been following along with all our introductory screencasts, you should recall setting up our wizard questions, and they've been printed here. This is the same process that we've gone through before, and this should look the same as it does when it's rendered to the public-facing side of your WordPress website. So we can modify the colors involved in the class wizard. So if we wanted the wizard to have a background color, say red, we could make it red. We can just make it none if we don't want to have one. Color of the question, let's make this, I don't know, how about a dark green? And the buttons, let's make the buttons purple. And let's make the text yellow. And then for our recommendation, let's make our recommendation yellow and the recommendation text color. So let's see what this looks like. Let's say yes. So what this looks like, I guess Junior Guard Prep had an image, so we get the image box here. But let's go ahead and copy this. Copy it. Let's go over here. We had an example of our class wizard here. We're just going to drop that in place. We're going to click update. It's been updated. Let's fire up this page here, and then we have our this is from a previous introductory screencast. It's just another shortcode showing the Junior Guard short-term class table. We're going to ignore that, and we're just going to look at this. How old is the student? That's got the green that we were talking about. It's got the purple. It's got the yellow text. Let's say 1 to 2 years. We'll say yes. Okay, doing unassisted, but let's say no. So this didn't, level 1 jellyfish didn't have anything mapped to it, so it just shows us the button. Let's fire this back up again. Let's say 0 1 year, baby classes. Click that. We have our class calendar here with times for our baby classes, okay? Let's fire this puppy back up again. Let's go 10 years, and we'll say yes, and it's going to give us our junior garden. Because this has been mapped, we have this image here. And I guess we set this to do, we can set this to not do anything and just provide a recommendation, so I guess that's what we did here. But let's go ahead and change the general feel of this. So let's fire this back up again. We have this default look, so let's make our wizard background, let's just leave it white. Let's make our question red. Let's make our button red. And let's make our recommendation red. Everything's going to be red. So let's copy this. And just so you know, when I click copy, and this is selected here, I'm just saying Command C. I'm just hitting copy and then I'm clicking OK. Then I can be taken over here. I'm just going to drop this shortcode. This is we don't have to have this like this. Let's just remove this block. And let's add another block, and let's say, I don't know, paragraph. Sure. Let's drop that in here. And we're using WordPress has a couple different editors, but we just happen to be using the default new editor and not the classic editor. So it's not a big deal. Just this is just pasted in a standard block. And then let's go see what this looks like. Okay, now we have this red. Everything's red. And let's say no. Tadpoles are great. That's what we said. Let's do this again. Say 10. Let's say yes. Now our junior guard recommendation is red. So that's really all there is to it. There's nothing too complicated here. There's a limited amount of customization. It's basically just color. And if you wanted to modify the class wizard, remember that is just above the shortcode option in left-hand vertical navigation. You can modify more functionality there. All right, so that is all for this class recommendation wizard shortcode screencast, and next we're going to be going over analytics.